can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. Would you wanna come through for me, girl? If you slide, tell me now what you do for me, girl. Been alone for some time, so it's new for me, girl. But I wanna take a chance on you truthfully, girl. Girl, I'll be a man, I know you need that. Where your old piece, you need to leave that. Got you on my lock, I need to keep that. Yeah, I mean that. Oh, you see that? I've been trying to hold back, gotta practice self-control. Every time I call you, girl, I always get that tone. I just need to see you, girl, I'm tired of that phone. Just say when you alone, on my way, I'm going gone, yeah. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through.
It's been a long day, you should roll up. Now it's you every time my phone buzz. Need you around, I've been so alone. Shit be hard when I'm on the road. All this Louis love just made me wet the grill. I don't really wanna touch you unless it's mine for real. I put all them diamonds on her like a chandelier. She gon' get a double murder if the looks could kill. Yeah, these feelings are familiar. Swear she look familiar. Swear to God I need her. Swear to God I need love. I've been in and out of lust. I've been in and out of touch. Only in and out of love. Yeah.
I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through.
Hi, I just wanted to let you know that I miss you and I love you. I feel like I haven't heard from you in a while. I know this music is hard, but I know you're also doing an incredible job. I'm just worried that it might take a lot out of you, and
I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. Would you wanna come through for me, girl? If you slide, tell me now what you do for me, girl. Been alone for some time, so it's new for me, girl. But I wanna take a chance on you truthfully, girl. Girl, I'll be a man, I know you need that. Where your old piece, you need to leave that. Got you on my lock, I need to keep that. Yeah, I mean that. Oh, you see that? I've been trying to hold back, gotta practice self-control. Every time I call you, girl, I always get that tone. I just need to see you, girl, I'm tired of that phone. Just say when you alone, on my way, I'm going gone, yeah. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through.
It's been a long day, you should roll up. Now it's you every time my phone buzz. Need you around, I've been so alone. Shit be hard when I'm on the road. All
the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through.
Hi, I just wanted to let you know that I miss you and I love you. I feel like I haven't heard from you in a while. I know this music is hard, but I know you're also doing an incredible job. I just worry that it might take a lot out of you, and
I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. Would you wanna come through for me, girl? If you slide, tell me now what you do for me, girl. Been alone for some time, so it's new for me, girl. But I wanna take a chance on you truthfully, girl. Girl, I'll be a man, I know you need that. Where your old piece, you need to leave that. Got you on my lock, I need to keep that. Yeah, I mean that. Oh, you see that? I've been trying to hold back, gotta practice self-control. Every time I call you, girl, I always get that tone. I just need to see you, girl, I'm tired of that phone. Just say when you alone, on my way, I'm going gone, yeah. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through.
It's been a long day, you should roll up. Now it's you every time my phone buzz. Need you around, I've been so alone. Shit be hard when I'm on the road. All this Louis luggage made me wet the grill. I don't really wanna touch it unless it's mine for real. I put all them diamonds on her like a chandelier. She gon' get a double murder if the looks could kill. Man, these feelings are familiar. Swear she look familiar. Swear to God I need her. Swear to God I need love. I've been in and out of lust. I've been in and out of touch. I've been in and out of love, yeah.
I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through.
hi, I just wanted to let you know that I miss you and I love you. I feel like I haven't heard from you in a while. I know this music is hard, but I know you're also doing an incredible job. I just worry that it might take a lot out of you, and
I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. Would you wanna come through for me, girl? If you slide, tell me now what you do for me, girl. Been alone for some time, so it's new for me, girl. But I wanna take a chance on you truthfully, girl. Girl, I'll be a man, I know you need that. Where your old piece, you need to leave that. Got you on my lock, I need to keep that. Yeah, I mean that. Oh, you see that? I've been trying to hold back, gotta practice self-control. Every time I call you, girl, I always get that tone. I just need to see you, girl, I'm tired of that phone. Just say when you alone, on my way, I'm going gone, yeah. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through.
It's been a long day, you should roll up. Now it's you every time my phone buzz. Need you around, I've been so alone. Shit be hard when I'm on the road. All this Louis luggage made me wet the grill. I don't really wanna touch it unless it's mine for real. I put all them diamonds on her like a chandelier. She gon' get a double murder if the looks could kill. Yeah, these feelings are familiar. Swear she look familiar. Swear to God I need her. Swear to God I need love. I've been in and out of lust. I've been in and out of touch. Only in and out of love, yeah.
I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through.
Hi, I just wanted to let you know that I miss you and I love you. I feel like I haven't heard from you in a while. I know this music is hard, but I know you're also doing an incredible job. I'm just worried that it might take a lot out of you, and
I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. Would you wanna come through for me, girl? If you slide, tell me now what you do for me, girl. Been alone for some time, so it's new for me, girl. But I wanna take a chance on you truthfully, girl. Girl, I'll be a man, I know you need that. Where your old piece, you need to leave that. Got you on my lock, I need to keep that. Yeah, I mean that. Oh, you see that? I've been trying to hold back, gotta practice self-control. Every time I call you, girl, I always get that tone. I just need to see you, girl, I'm tired of that phone. Just say when you alone, on my way, I'm going gone, yeah. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through.
It's been a long day, you should roll up. Now it's you every time my phone buzz. Need you around, I've been so alone. Shit be hard when I'm on the road. All this Louis luggage made me wet the grill. I don't really wanna touch it unless it's mine for real. I put all them diamonds on her like a chandelier. She gon' get a double murder if the looks could kill. Yeah, these feelings are familiar. Swear she look familiar. Swear to God I need her. Swear to God I need love. I've been in and out of lust. I've been in and out of touch. Only in and out of love, yeah.
I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof.
like I haven't heard from you in a while. I know this music is hard, but I know you're also doing an incredible job. I just worry that it might take a lot out of you, and
I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. Would you wanna come through for me, girl? If you slide, tell me now what you do for me, girl. Been alone for some time, so it's new for me, girl. But I wanna take a chance on you truthfully, girl. Girl, I'll be a man, I know you need that. Where your old piece, you need to leave that. Got you on my lock, I need to keep that. Yeah.
Yo, what's good, everybody? We are back with another Sold Out Live, another Sold Out podcast on this Wednesday, man. Y'all smash that like button, sub up to the channel if you haven't done so already. And of course, y'all know my name is Jeremy Jones, and what I do is make content about sneakers, occasional trial hauls. And y'all know we got Music Monday. Y'all see the topic. Sign up for that Sold Out Discord. The link is pinned at the top of the chat, and it is free to sign up. Appreciate the new members. We're pushing closely to 400 over there, so we're going to continue to get that growth. But I'm gonna let my homie go and do his proper introductions.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? I hope everybody's having a great Wednesday. Yeah, it's Wednesday, right? Yeah. Hope everybody's having a great Wednesday. Everybody's still a lot of talk about these brand reimagined fours, whatever you want to call them. You know, do you want to call them the leather bread?
Call them I'm tired of them is what you can call them. And they ain't even out yet.
Yeah, whatever you want to call them, however you feel about them, they're gonna be coming. They're gonna be here soon. And like I say, we've seen the numbers. I think Manny even posted a couple of days back that we're supposed to be seeing somewhere upwards of the 500,000 pair. Like I say, that's never official until it's a fit.
It's never official until we actually get those shoes. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Froze Dunks. But I think he'll come back in just a second. Give him a second. Let me put myself on the main screen until Dunks come back in real quick. Give me like 2 seconds. All right, so I should be on the main screen. I think Dunks may have just lost connection, but as he come back in here, I'll definitely add him in. But basically what Dunks was saying as he was doing his introductions, if you guys haven't figured it out, we got our next big hype release, I guess, is the Bread Reimagined Fours. And Dunks is coming back in the building. Give me like 2 seconds. I'm going to put him back on. I think he's coming back in. So when he does, he went back out. But when he comes back in the room, I'll definitely put him on the screen. But the Bread Reimagined Fours, or whatever you want to call them, like Dunks has said, we've been hearing talks about this shoe since last year. And I want to say like mid last year at that. Pretty much everybody it feels like around probably June, everybody was talking about 2024 sneaker releases already. I don't know if you guys noticed that. And to me, I kind of just wait until we get closer to where I can actually see it become a reality, because I've seen so many times where people say this is coming out, and then, it's been pushed back, it's been pushed this. So Dunks is back in the building. Give me like 2 seconds. I'm going to add him on. Let me get the audio. Cool. All right, Dunks, go ahead.
Oh yeah, I don't know. That was weird. I don't know what happened, but like I was saying, yeah, they're gonna be here. So I mean, we'll see when they drop. If those numbers are what they say they are, then everybody should be able to get their pair. Plus, no problem.
Yeah, and that $210 price tag. This is like gonna be the first, in my opinion, the first official like big drop of the year.
Yeah.
To me, about those Bread for Reimagines, I don't know. I guess maybe because I had the 2019 Bread Fours, I'm not
Yeah.
crying about it. And that's how the game go too. What's probably gonna happen because I'm not gonna put in any extra effort. I'm just gonna try for a regular drop and end up hitting because like that's just how the game go. The shoe you really really want, sometimes it be like impossible to get.
Hmm.
Um, but that's all I've been seeing on my feed. And I don't even do social media like that. But I mean, if you look at your phone, you see it as an advertisement. You see it as like this, that. As me posting sneaker content is gonna show me related content to me, and voila, people are already
Yeah,
talking
you
about
gotta
it.
think and think about you. You gotta do your you gotta do your review on it. So you know,
Right. Man, I seen some people already saying where some people already got them for sale in hand. So that means Paris.
well,
That's
and I wouldn't doubt that. Honestly, it's getting like closer to it. It's about a month out. So
Yeah, and everybody, and another thing too, if you're ever bored and you just glance at the comment section, I guarantee you, with them by the third comment, you're gonna hear like, uh, when's the shot drop? When's the shot drop? I'm like, they don't. Are they Nike? You not talking to Nike? You know what I mean? Like,
but I mean, lately how it's been though, Nike has pretty much told us when it's gonna be. You know,
yeah, without saying it, but they give us that time where you.
do you think there's gonna be one?
Oh, it's definitely gonna be. If it's that many pairs, I'm assuming there's gonna be a shot drop. Then it's
Mhm.
gonna be followed by exclusive access, and then the official drop.
But what sucks though, and I get it though, but it sucks at the same time is say like if you hit on either one of those early access or the shock drop, then you can't hit on the actual release drop. Which
Um,
kind of sucks.
that varies on the availability. If they don't sell out, like within a certain time, I feel, and I don't work for Nike, but I've seen it
Yeah.
where people did hit on exclusive access, and then the
Mhm.
shoe didn't sell out, and it was available for them to purchase again if they want to. So I think they got like a certain timer on it where if it don't sell out within this time, make it back available for everybody. Because some people, there's still the double up kings out there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, people like I say who got families,
Yeah, got families. And there are some people that I know, and I used to borderline be one of these people, but I'm glad I stopped it because it makes the game twice as expensive. I'm like, I'm gonna double up on these, I'm gonna triple up on these, and I'm like, honestly, I think you stop doing that once you see the growth of what you don't did. Like the I guess you look at like, okay, cool, man, this stuff's starting to take up space. And you're like, you ain't even have to buy two of those. You can, you know what I mean? You'll get to the point where you don't
You
need
already
it.
because at a point you're already doubting why'd you even buy that one. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
exactly.
So what's the point of doubting buying the same shoe?
Yeah, I was saying I'm buying 3, 4. I remember never forget when the bread 12s was finna get ready to come out. We was in line for like we was in line for the master 12s, and the bread 12s was coming out later that year. And I was complaining because it's a long line. This before they started utilizing the apps. And so like, I'm like, man, I was be in the line, mental. I'm like, I swear I'd be like going up like this is my last time. I'm not coming out here. And then somebody be like, when them bread 12s, you can be right back in this damn line, homie. Because you doing too much for somebody who don't care. Because they were like, if you didn't care, you would just leave. Like, so
Exactly. Exactly. Like,
so
I mean, it happens, but I mean, it's just, exactly. And you can kind of say that about these bread fours right now, like it's like, you're tired of hearing about them and it's kind of like, you don't see what makes them so special. It's just like the bread four with leather, they didn't really change anything about it. But
yeah. I feel
with
like they're overhyped.
all that being said, you still gonna be in line, you know?
Yeah, I feel like they're overhyped, and I've been saying that for the longest. By the way,
Oh yeah, of course they are, but
you know they're
you still gonna be in
overhyped.
line,
Only sneaker I'm really looking forward to right now, and it's gonna be on my top 5 sneakers of the 2024 this year. I'm telling you already, when in or if it drops, those military blue fours, bro. I'm more
Okay.
excited for those.
I was actually expecting you to say the phones, the Galaxy phones.
Rumors is that may not be a thing anymore.
Oh yeah, of
But
course.
again, keep in mind this stuff. Let's just throw this out here.
I'm actually more excited for those than I am for the Bread Fours if they were to drop.
I would be too. Um,
You
I
say
would
you
be-
have every reason to be.
yeah, exactly. I would
Uh,
immediately be like, cool, I'm with it. 250,
yeah,
no problem. I'm gonna be
yeah.
hurting. I'm be on some oodles and noodles for a little bit, which low key I've been doing that right now anyway. But
You know,
probably
man.
gonna
Hey.
double up the package for a little bit because you gotta do
Hmm.
what you gotta do. But I said I'm gonna try to move smart this year.
Yeah. Would you double up the galaxies though?
Hell no,
Nah.
no.
I mean, to even think about that, it's nice if they like if they were to throw you that favor like they did with the Amama years, you know.
Yeah, that's different. That's
If they were to look out for your boy like they did then, that'd be cool. But you know what I'm saying? Say like, just to think about, off rip, you already, even without taxes, you're looking at 500. You know,
ugh, it
yeah,
stinks. Trust
500, and that's half of a G. You
me.
know,
I got I
and that's
got
just on 4 pair of shoes with 2 feet
on the grail list, I got maybe roughly 5 pairs, and I'm gonna take my
for
time.
this year.
Yeah, for this year, I got 5, and I don't got the super grills out of the way, so but it's still some
Oh
sneakers
yeah,
I
of
still
course.
want. So
Hmm.
honestly, hopefully, those 5, I can find it in the budget to make that work, and then the military blue fours and the bread fours, and we'll just have to see what else.
Yeah, but
Um,
those are for sure solids.
yeah, those are my like I gotta figure out a way. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I mean, I feel like if we get these military blues, I don't think that that's gonna be an easy one though. You know,
I don't think that one I don't think is easy. Now the bread fours, I was saying like they gonna be
yeah,
tough,
these
but I feel like
militaries though, yeah,
yeah,
this
I
one's
feel
gonna
like
be
it's a different
whew,
ball game with those. And
level.
he played in them joints too, man. So
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
different ball
High
game when you
power help with those.
yeah. You know what I'm saying? Plus we ain't seen that shoe drop in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Um Tonight's topic, we're gonna be talking can a luxury sneaker make a fashion comeback? I never been into them. I know Dunks was into them somewhat and may still
Only
be.
one pair, technically one pair, and I've still yet to obtain them. So is what it is,
I mean, yeah, I ain't heard you talk about them in a minute. And then one
I
off
still like them though.
okay, okay. We're gonna touch on it. And then we're gonna talk Reebok fire shots at Nike. And I just want to go down the history of kind of Reebok and kind of versus Nike. Because at one point, and I know we've done a live on Reebok itself alone, but at one point, Reebok was like meant to be the quote unquote Nike killer. You know what I mean? It
I
it think about
mean,
it,
and that's funny to say, but there was a point in time where that was true.
it sounds weird, right? It sounds
There was
weird.
they were at a point Reebok was really up here than Nike.
Exactly. That's my thing because Reebok used to be the spot not just for the athletes they had on, because I think didn't they have Grant Hill? Um no,
Yeah,
Grant was Fila. He was Fila.
for sure had Allen. We know that
Yeah.
was for a fact.
They had Allen for the sports, and they did pretty much any music artist that was like up there at the time, they got a shoe with Reebok, including Pharrell, including 50, including Jay-Z, who was considered, I don't agree with this statement, but who was considered the GOAT, the greatest one of all time. You know, I don't like why he gets that title because of they take it deeper than music. If they keep it specifically music, he can't be the greatest of all time, if you ask me. But we're talking sneakers tonight. I almost lost it. Let me touch the chat real quick. See all we got in the building. Y'all smash that like button as y'all come in and out. Kwame says, "Yo, what's good? What up, Kwame?" Let's see. SISA says, "Good evening. What up? What up?" Um, the Slayer says, "What's Gucci? My peeps 100. What up, Slayer?" Kwame says, "What's up, SISA?" SISA says, "Lots of photos showing them fours being backdoored already." I saw that as well. Where a couple
Did you
people,
think they wouldn't?
yeah, I'm about to say, yeah. I mean, at this point, would you like Dunk's basically saying, "Are we really surprised?" Is the question. You know what I mean? I'm not. Um, Kwame says those.
But this isn't even a shoe to backdoor. This is just a shoe for everybody to have, for everybody to just enjoy. Why
I
would you
know
put a
why.
hustle on something like this? You know,
I know why. Because like they know that people get very anxious, and they're like,
I
cool for
know
those
the
people.
demand is there. I get it. Whatever.
Yeah, the demand is there. People are anxious and impatient. A lot of
You
people are
froze.
impatient. My bad. A lot of people are impatient, and also a lot of people have that. What is it? The fear of missing out. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
exactly. They want that exclusivity feeling too, or how they want to feel exclusive too. You know,
Yeah, they want to
part of
feel.
something. They just want to feel a part of something. You know,
Yeah. So
like you said, the fear of missing out. You know, I mean,
yeah,
we're all guilty of it. You know.
yeah, true. We've all had something that makes us get in that mode.
Mm-hmm.
Um, let's see. Kwame says, those four is gonna be a tough cop, but I'm only still retail only on them. I'm with
Exactly.
Kwame on that one.
Yeah.
I'm with Kwame. I'm not paying resale, and I think they're sitting at 500 right now, from what I've been hearing. And again, don't even need to check because again, it's all over my feed, and people are, you can't help but read a few comments. Everybody's complaining about it.
You think they'll stay at 500?
I'm assuming when the official drops, they'll hit probably 350.
That's what I was thinking too. That's why I told my boy at work. I was like, I think they'll probably stay in that 350 range. You know?
Yeah, 350 because they're gonna drop. Like when they officially drop, that resale price gonna officially drop too. It
Man,
may
I
climb
just
up
hope
overly
that,
tall.
I hope that the QC's there. Honestly, you know.
You don't think so?
I said I hope that it's there.
Oh, the
I hope
quality.
yeah, I hope that it's there. You know.
Yeah, I hope so too. I mean, with them making so many pairs, it's usually room for error. Though, hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I could be wrong.
I mean, are we gonna be getting like we got on these the reimagined threes like the well they can't really upside down the force tab because it you know I mean
Yeah,
what they got down upside down the logo. I wonder. I just wonder are we gonna get any more errors like that? You know.
yeah. Or on the reimagined joints, they also the elephant print. One toe was slightly different than the other toe. Um, honestly, that's something that only us would recognize. If I put these shoes on in front of a family member, any of my family members, they wouldn't even. Oh, okay, cool, and keep. You know what I'm saying?
And you could be like, yo, is you see because see this line is supposed to go like this one right here, and they'll be like, you know,
Yeah,
they'll-
yeah, they
I
wouldn't
don't know,
get it.
what you're talking about.
Exactly, they wouldn't get it. Let's see. Let me read the rest of the chat real quick. Let's see. SISA says, "What's up, SKG?" And he's talking about Kwame. Let's see. Kwame said, "Chilling, enjoying the night off." That's what's up. How's the weather up there? Yeah, how's the weather? We have definitely been snowed in. I know Kwame and probably been getting it for a minute, but having a night off. That's what's up.
Mm-hmm.
Kwame says foams last forever. There's no need for doubles. That's a fact. Case in point, the eggplants pause that's supposed to be dropping this year. Mine's still good. I feel like I don't need, you know what I'm saying? That's why that's the only reason I'm not going for them because I feel like this it's an indestructible shoe. You got to really be trying. All right.
So in your honest opinion, professional opinion, do you think I got better luck just going for the eggplants and then waiting for the galaxies?
Oh yeah, the Galaxy is gonna be a problem, bro. And if
I'm
they
saying
ain't,
if we even see them.
oh yeah, I don't think we're gonna see the
That's what I'm
Galaxy.
saying. So I better got a better shot of just going for the eggplants.
Yeah, I think so. You'll like those shoes.
Oh yeah, of course. I don't. Like I say, it's not a bad color. I mean, it was kind of funky at first. Kind of threw me off, like metallic purple.
Yeah,
That. But then I thought, well, what better is the galaxies? That's the mixture of colors.
yeah. I don't
So
know. And just something about that shoe that like catches my attention, man,
the
in a good
galaxy.
way. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, no doubt, no doubt. But I'm just saying, I was just looking at it from a point of, well, if you're going based on like the colorway, then they're both you know, kind of like got their own unique style that you're gonna have to, maneuver around.
Yeah, true.
So
Let me read the rest of the chat. Divine Photos in the building says, "What's popping? What up, Divine?"
yo,
Kwame says, "What's good, Divine?" Let's see. Kwame says the LV trainers are pretty hot right now, but for how long? Okay, so we're definitely gonna transition into the designer drip I know Dunks, like I said, we'll touch on that in just a second. Slayer says the only breads I'll be copping is at the grocery market.
Yeah. You
Hey,
know, yeah, like I say, if you already got the two previous pair, do you really need these? You know?
I have seen a handful of people saying it's a little overhyped. You know, they're a
Well, I
little
mean, that's
overhyped.
no doubt. That's no doubt. You know?
Yeah, and I can see why they say that.
I mean, they're promoting this shoe honestly like they do the Travises, and they don't really even promote Travis this much.
Well, I don't have to because Travis fan base is gonna step. You know what I
Well,
mean?
yeah, right now, yeah, of course, but you know, like I mean, Travis still gets a lot of love on the on the you know third party sites and stuff. You know, when he's got upcoming drops. You know,
True, true.
so I mean, it's not really it's worth promotion, but not the promotion that they're pushing on it. You know.
Yeah, most definitely. Devon Photo says the Craft Ivory threes are the mid 240 range and they have the least amount of pairs. I'm not checking for those Craft
Can't
3D.
wait. Can't
I'm
wait.
I'm not. I'm not checking for them. They all
But
right.
this is one of those things, like you say, is you don't even want it, but you go for it and you get it.
Yeah, I know that should be the shoe I'll probably
So
no
just
problem.
look at it like that. Look at it that way.
Yeah, I ain't going for them though.
Bro. Just look at it that way. Like just try your luck and just say, see, you know what I'm
No,
saying?
I don't want to try my luck. I know how I go. No, I'm good. I already lived it too many times.
Oh man,
Let's
nah,
see.
I mean, we still got a couple weeks to look at them. Go ahead. All right, everybody, I got a closer look at them.
I'm telling you, this will
I
not be.
know, I know,
I
I
know
know.
what you're thinking, but it ain't finna happen.
Yeah, no, I know, I know. You're pretty solid on this one, pause.
Yeah. Manny with the kick says, "What's Gucci chat? What up, Manny's? What
Yo,
up? What up?" Manny says, "Y'all ready for tomorrow at 10 EST? Cough, cough." Oh God.
what's happening tomorrow?
I guess he's hinting that it's supposed to be a shock drop tomorrow. He's got the cough. He says, "You ready for 10 a.m. tomorrow?" Cough, cough. Like he's
Shit.
basically, all right. No, it's too soon. If we got a month out, like I mean, it could be that, but like, I don't know. I don't know.
Maybe next week.
Yeah, I say maybe next week. I don't. They better not drop him right now. I'm gonna be upset, bro.
Yeah, I mean, a month out. That's pretty. You know.
They usually do 3 weeks out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'd say about next week, if anything.
So what use it from what I seen, right? 3 weeks out, and then the following week, then the next after that, like a week and a half, they'll do like exclusive access, and
And then
then
next week they'll drop.
they'll drop, and then that way,
Pretty much
like
like a week shipping for each one. Pretty
yeah,
much, you
pretty
know.
much, yeah. That's and I could be wrong, but that's usually how I go, like boom, a boom, a boom. You know what I mean? Because they're ready to,
Yeah.
they ready. Because that's how it usually be. They'll do like the shock drop, and then you'll finally see them load up on the sneakers app. Then you'll see everybody talking a week and a day later is gonna be like, "Hey guys, on exclusive access, check for exclusive access." And majority of us probably not gonna get it, and then we get the remaining pairs that's out there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but maybe Manny has an inside plug and knows something we don't know. I don't know. Manny low key.
What Manny, huh?
Yeah, I'm about to say he could be on to something. So I'm not saying he's wrong. I'm not gonna say he's wrong. Um, Slayer says luxury sneakers definitely sell out only if it's a collab like the Tiffany Air Force Ones and the other brands. Um, yeah, but at the same time, I was thinking more like the LV joints. I never really ever looked at them. Balenciagas, I never ever really been into them. I know Dunks used to be into the Balenciaga joints. I couldn't get jiggy with it. But I mean, we'll see. I got an article pulled up here. I'm
I
gonna
was
just
into Balenciagas.
you. I thought you
It
said you
was,
wanted to. What
it
was
was
it?
a Dior's. It was a Dior's.
Oh, okay. See, in my world,
No, never anything Balenciaga. Nothing.
yeah. In my
Balenciaga.
world, in my world, oh, that's the same. I think I'm thinking a tattoo artist then, because he likes the designer stuff.
And you know what? What I think why these brands do these collabs like with these other brands, because these other brands are more recognizable. Like you're gonna recognize a Nike shoe before you're gonna just recognize a straight up Tiffany shoe. You know what I'm saying?
Oh heck yeah.
So, and I think that it's a pretty smart move for them to do that, and that will get them more sales while also bringing more attention to their brand, so people will cross over. Let me go see what Tiffany's about. So what I'm saying is bringing more traffic to them. Um, I mean, I guess that's a good thing for them. I wouldn't necessarily, I wouldn't say it's dying out, but it's not just your average what everybody walking in there every day to fucking buy them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, true. Um, Plus, I'm pretty sure, like how we've said this time and time again, it probably takes Nike them to make to get that shoe made. They probably get it made at X amount of price, and they're selling it to us probably 10 times the price. Same with these guys too. You know,
Well,
even if
and
it took them $100 to make it, I don't know designer. I don't know the average designer shoe cost, but I think it's nothing less than 1K and up.
yeah, well then when they try to say it's baby calf leather, well
Yeah,
this is adult calf leather on these Nikes. So what's the
yeah,
difference? What make your shoe 900 and this one, you know, well 250 not at this point. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. So
So, but you get what I'm saying? What it looks like leather to me. you
yeah,
know,
it all looks the same to me. I can see a little bit of difference, but hey,
Italian leather. What's the difference between Italian leather and American leather?
yeah, I thought leather was leather, but
And it's leather, yeah.
there's levels to it, dunks.
Oh
There's
yeah, I know the
levels.
treatment, how they treat it,
Yeah,
and all that.
yeah.
But
Um, let's see. Divine Photo says, I agree. At Kwame, he says it's retail only, not copping for resale. So everybody's sticking to their guns this year. Um, do you think there will be, like I said, we think it's gonna sit at what, 350 on the resale market for these bread fours?
hmm
We'll see. We'll see how people react. I think, to be honest, if you put in enough footwork, you should be able to cop.
yeah,
That's just how I feel about it. And I could be wrong.
I mean, because you got to think things are a lot easier now. But I
Yeah.
mean, despite these little hiccups they've had in the middle, like the Powerpuff Girls, these Travis Scott Mac attacks, like those, but for these big drops like that, they want the attention and they want the sales, so they're gonna
Yeah.
definitely make it as to where they're obtainable by for people, because they wouldn't be promoting them that heavy if they weren't trying to get a lot of attention on this shoe, a lot of people, a lot of traffic to this shoe,
True. True.
so feel like you say, yeah, if you put in your work, then you'll get them. So
True. Manny with a kick says, I'm gonna check it out just to be on the safe side. Hashtag manual boys. So Manny is saying he has a feeling. Um,
yeah,
let's talk these luxury brands. Can the luxury sneaker make a fashion comeback? I never been into them. Never
if they
really.
ever leave, though.
I
Is it,
mean, only people I ever really see was rocking
because
these
you weren't checking for them, so of course it's
Yeah,
not going to be on the
yeah,
radar.
yeah. The only people I seen that was rocking this stuff was like the celebs, but I seen the Balenciagas. My thing with the Balenciaga joints is they got your size on the toe outside of the joint.
But all I got to say is,
They look like
uh,
moon boots.
no, I don't see a lot, but I do see a lot of like the Balenciagas and everything pop up on like the local sneaker page here, and in my head I'm like, I can see why you're getting rid of them now, because you probably only got like maybe 4 wears out of them before they got too tight,
Yeah,
or you just probably bought them too small anyway, and now you can't take them back, so your foot will only withstand 4 wears,
yeah.
before he's like, I can't squeeze my foot in this thing anymore.
I
So
ain't
getting
with it.
that sizing, you got to know what you're doing with those designers, because let's say I'm sure like they probably got a very strict return, if any, return policy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Every
geez,
company, and how they get a loophole with it, because technically every company is supposed to technically have a return policy, but you can actually have your return policy as no
Set up how
return.
you want. You can set it up
Yeah,
how you want. It's
yeah, you
your
said that.
business, but as long as you
Yeah,
got one in place,
the thing is, you just got to have it where the person can look it up to say like, hey, yeah, no returns accepted, or all sales is final. That right there still gets them out of it legally, where they don't have.
that's technically a return policy.
Yeah, that's technically a response. It ain't one, but we're telling you like, no, you're not.
Yeah, like I say, and I'm sure they got one, but like I say, the hoops you got to jump through is you might as well just keep the shoe. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
pretty much.
They probably want you to bring your receipt, your ID, the car you pay with, the person that was with you when you bought them. All kind of crazy shit.
Yeah, we gotta run it back to make sure they was purchased here.
Make sure
Um,
exactly.
let's see. Kwame says Gucci lets you do exchanges if you buy direct from them. This is true. I had to do Gucci return, and I did a Louis Vuitton return before. And case in point, as Dunks was just saying, you got to know what you're doing with sizing. And at the time, I did not. So, so yes, Dunks, you were
Did you buy
100%
something that was too big or it was too small?
too small, dog.
Probably something. Probably some shit that would probably fit me.
Yeah, like to be like, and at the time I was still a pretty narrow dude, but I bought a both belts, and I looked
Oh
at the
shit.
conversion. I looked at the conversion of what it is to like U.S. size, so I got that. But also, you got to know that the European sizes do run a size smaller. The Gucci one I was able to get
So it'll
right.
say a 42 or whatever, but that their 42 is still smaller than what our
Yeah,
42.
yeah. So like the Gucci one, when I went a size up, it fit right. I could wear my pants how I want to, But the Louis joint, when I returned it, they let me swap it out for a size up. And needless to say, even when I went a size up, I still need to go another size up. So I ended up having to. It was no more exchanges. Like you get a one shot to get
Oh,
it.
exchange, damn, really? So there you go. That's the exchange policy.
Yeah,
Boom.
so I swapped it out one time, and I'm like, damn, it still ain't fitting right. And then like I would
They're
have
like,
to wear my pants up like Urkel to make it fit, and I'm like, nope, not
they're just
doing this.
not doing that.
So
Yeah, they're
yeah,
not.
so I got roughly 2 to 3 wears out of it, like you said, and sure enough,
You
I
gotta
sold
take it.
it. So I end up selling the joint on eBay for half the price I paid for it,
Sheesh.
which was still expensive, but that person got a steal. And they
Yeah.
had a nerve to complain, like they didn't like the way I packed it. Like, you should have rolled it up and put it this way. And it's like, homie, if you don't want it, just give it back.
Hey,
And I
did
give
you buy
it.
this from Louis Vuitton? You're not
Yes,
gonna get it from Louis Vuitton. You're not gonna get it the Louis
exactly.
Vuitton way.
Exactly. He was right, because that is how it came. But it's like I ain't know. Well, I could have did all that, and ever since he told me that, I started doing that with my other belt.
For what I sold it to you for, you lucky you even got the buckle with it.
Exactly.
The buckle alone is worth what I took off. You know.
Exactly. Kwame says, "LOL. I needed a different Gucci size. It was small as F. See,
And
I'm saying like it's
you gotta be very careful spending that money like that and freaking
oh
playing around.
dog.
You only get one return. You gotta be
I'm
careful
so
with that shit.
lucky with the other Gucci person. Remember, I bought that Gucci tracksuit. I'm
Yeah.
so glad that joint fit the
Yeah, I'm
way
saying
the
you
right.
guys spending that big
Woo,
money out here playing around with them exchange
woo.
policies. You only get one.
Yeah, like I'm telling you, like
But
I got
imagine
lucky.
paying $75 for a pair of like some Gucci underwear, and they too small. You exchange them, still too small. Now you're sitting with $80 underwear that you can't do anything with.
Yeah, because you like who's gonna want to
Because I'm
buy
sure they're
something?
still working on underwear too. They say, "Hey, no passes." you know,
Yeah, and the thing is, who's gonna want to buy some used underwear? Not on
Right,
no weird shit.
exactly. That's what I'm saying. But no,
Yeah,
that's true. That's
yeah,
true.
not on
Exactly.
no
But now
weird,
you're
not on
stuck
no
sitting with
weird
these
shit.
underwear. you know.
Yeah,
So and that's how it gets. So be careful with that sizing, man. Sheesh.
big time. So that's a hint, everybody. If you haven't brought the designer brands, think about the sizing.
Well, you
Um,
kind of just pretty much said it. Like you pretty much only get like like one return policy, one return chance with these brands, and I'm sure that's across the board with these brands. You know?
Yeah, and that's if they even have it in, because
Yeah, exactly.
usually when their stuff sell out, it's very rare to restocks too.
I mean,
Um,
besides the usual stuff like the belts and stuff like that, you know,
yeah. Besides that,
everyday wear stuff, but clothing, I'm sure comes in seasons, you know. So
yeah. Let me hit the chat real quick. Let's see. 3J Fitness says, does the gun smoke 8 strap stay up by itself? I'm assuming you're talking about the joint 8 joints in general. They kind of fold over. To get them to stand up, you gotta have to kind of fold them back a little bit, but you don't want to OD it for too long. So it's kind of one of those.
you don't want your flaps to eventually start falling out like that way, you know.
Yeah, you don't want them to fall over too long. But I mean, honestly, the best thing I say, just unstrap the joints, and eventually they will eventually start to fold
I
on up.
mean, just it's okay to to have a strap, but let them breathe every so often. Then
Yeah,
put
I
them.
always unstrap my joints.
Yeah.
But I don't do nothing special to make them flap up. If they flap up, it just do that over time on their own.
Hmm.
That's just how I do it. Let's see. The Slayer says, "I'll just stick to the Levi's." Hey, he like TLC. Just stick to the waters and lakes that you used
Exactly,
to.
exactly. Levi's, exactly. I'll stick to Levi's. I'll stick to my, Dickies. That's it, pretty much.
Let me read through this article real quick. It says, like many things in 2023, the luxury fashion sneaker market found itself in a period of evolution and uncertainty. Amendment changes consumer spending and shift trends. It's because everything has went up with inflation, buddy. It's not that you guys are doing anything wrong. Um, but yeah, things cost a little bit.
Nobody got the money to spend like that right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna say like nobody not playing around no more. We making every. I don't know about you, but as you can see, what I said earlier behind the scenes, at this point, you making every spin count. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, you making every spin.
And,
You ain't. It ain't no like. Why not? You're not doing that right now. You're.
and if you don't got, and if you don't have to do that, what's it like?
Yeah, yeah. You good right now.
Hmm.
Um, let's see. J Fitness says copy. Okay, cool. Let's see. Kwame says, for real, my guess jeans 100 times nicer than my LV jeans, and they don't have to be dry clean. Yeah, that's another thing with the designer stuff I got. To keep it 100, I wouldn't don't throw none of that in the wash machine because one,
So an expense on top, of, so it's an expense with a pretty much with a maintenance fee.
yeah, pretty much. All the designer stuff, like the one, like the polo stuff, like you can wash that or whatever. But even I dry clean that 100, not like the plain old tees, but like the actual joggers and stuff. I'm like, all right, cool. Just I don't want to fade it. I'm
Yeah,
scared.
of course.
Yeah. But Ralph Lauren stuff is way cheaper than Gucci compared to Gucci and them.
Oh
You
yeah,
know. But yeah, on
yeah.
top of
And
that,
all those stuff actually come in a piece set. Most of
exactly.
a lot of the times, not
Yeah.
individual.
Well, the jogger thing they separated the joint, but the Gucci things, all that you buying all that separate.
That's what I'm
They got
saying.
it
Yeah,
on. They
individuals.
have it on separate pages. They don't even do no like if you like this, we recommend this. It's like know what the hell you want when you come onto the luxury stuff. Ralph Lauren, they be like, you click on the pants, like we recommend this with it. I'm like, oh yeah, I do want that. Boom, like the designer, like we don't need no damn help. You know what I mean?
You know what you want
Um,
to get out.
Pretty much. Devon says those fashion designer brands I was never into. That is to be overpriced. It definitely is overpriced.
I mean, I feel like that was honestly, like you say, you've seen a lot of the rappers wearing it, which is who that appealing to more to the younger generation, to the to more to the youth, which these youth are pretty much using their whole paycheck to go buy these shoes and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Which is crazy to think about. Why would you want some bricks on your feet like that? You know?
Yeah, most definitely. I see Devon says I rock anything that looks good. Okay, Manny with the kick says that part basically with the shades. Um, I'm with that to a certain extent. Uh, I think I've kept my style pretty much the same. You know, I know it probably have changed. Like, I'll at this point, I'll say the only difference is I'm open to wearing pretty much any color. You know, um, any color I'm open to wearing. You know, not just I know reds and whites and blacks are like my go-to, but I'll rock any color. You know what I mean? Um, It took a minute to get to that point. The Slayer says, Divine Photo says, speaking facts, I'd rather buy a designer cologne instead. I do some of the designer colognes. They do smell better, but same time, a few light sprays with the joint, and at the same time, my cologne lasts me for months at a time. So I ain't like I'm talking about like maybe once or twice a year. You may catch me in a different scent at best.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I don't know. I don't bathe in the cologne. You know that's different. You know I know we got a family member that you can let me put it where you know when they used it. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Let's see. Manuel the Kick says, I just got Varsity sunglasses on deck and a couple designer pieces for special occasions. Yeah, I like my Versace joints, man. I like my that joint. That almost got too small as well. Thank God it did fit. I think all honesty, I got lucky because I lost weight in the process. Um, that was almost a little too tight for the kid at one point. Um, but uh, but yeah, let's see. Divine Photo says I had some. Actually, I still do got the Gucci shades. Something I should have bought, shouldn't even bought because I don't even wear shades like that uh,
Like
at
the
all.
aviator style, right?
Yeah, the aviator style joints on some Kanye joint, I guess. And I'm wearing them things. Every time I've worn them, I force myself to wear them. And then when I do wear,
You
and then
feel
when
like you feel dumb? Do you feel
yeah,
like dumb?
not only that,
Yo, go get them right
somebody
now. Go get them right now.
shit. I think
Oh
they were. I'm
shit.
all right. I will go. I'll get them. But let me
Oh
finish my
shit.
statement. Let me
Yeah.
finish my statement. What pissed me off is every time I wear them, not only do I feel dumb, at first I'll be like, you know what, you all right. But it's always one or two be like, whoa, hey, Chris the Cool Man. You know what I mean?
Oh shit.
Like, that's who fucking up with. Let me see if I can grab. Hold
Oh
on,
shit.
hold on.
Oh man, everybody, you about to get a treat. Yo, Polo, you gonna come back on his Kanye, Mr. Big Time, huh?
Yeah, here
Oh,
they go. I got these shits right here. I had these shits for like 5 years. Actually,
geez.
wrong. Like probably more like 15 to 20. Look, got them in this all little special like ragging and stuff. But yeah, I
And
never
all
get
that for all that for what though? You know?
yeah, these joints.
Jeez.
Hey, these
Yo,
just hey, you
okay,
couldn't tell me nothing when I had these joints on, man. Oh God. I know y'all
hey,
probably see the reflective on the kid right now, but yeah,
oh, hey,
crazy designer dry buys that I shouldn't have bought. And what's
and you
crazy
know,
is this could have
are
got
they like a
me
blue tint?
yeah, something like that.
Okay,
Yeah, they got a little blue tint on the joint. Um, to be honest, this could have went to a nice pair of shoes,
that's
bro.
those Chief Keefs.
Yeah, I probably was. Ain't no telling what inspired me to buy these shits, man. Like, just to keep it 100, I need my ass whooped for this right here.
You
Because,
know.
like I said, I haven't given away this. You know what? This on the next seller list. On God, I'm selling these for a pair of shoes, bro.
Oh, hey, there you go. Put
And
those,
I know
put the,
it's
the
my
money
thing.
towards a pair, at least you know.
Yeah, I'm about to say that's. Let me rephrase it. Towards a pair of shoes. Like
Yeah,
you know how they be like, man, you got stuff laying around that you can sell and make money all the time. And I'm like, no, I don't got nothing I can't sell. I'm lying because I do because I ain't put these joints on in forever. And
there
don't get
you
me
go.
started on the Ray-Ban shit I tried. But that's a whole nother. Like I said, we all make unique purchases. Everybody, I'm sure I'm
Oh,
not the only one that not just these, but just has some laying around that you thought you really, really wanted, but you didn't really, really want
of
as
course,
much
you
as you
know.
thought you did. Let me hit the chat real quick. Let's see. Ron says, as you get older, you care less about brands. This is true. Let's see. Devon Photo says, at the Slayer, I agree. Some designer colognes are dope. Kwame says, I only have a few pieces for special occasions, and I'm not dropping that money on t-shirts. I feel you. I've done
Hmm.
that. I've done that. I'm guilty of that. Let's see. The Slayer says, at Kwame, true that. Let me read through the rest of this article real quick, and then we'll transition on to basically Reebok taking shots at Nike to close things out. I will be on the live for like another 30 minutes. Says It says once and all for luxury brands, a major players like Louis Vuitton, Gucci, Prada, which I've never owned anything Prada, I don't think. Um, Versace and Balenciaga's widely adopted the silhouette into their merchandise mix. The fashion sneaker began to lose its way over the past few years thanks to a variety of factors, from newly found emphasis on athletic brand classics and an interest in other categories like outdoor to a slew of newer athletic powerhouses like Hookah and On, which I thought that was like a running company, like running sneakers is what they made. Many luxury houses are now uncertain of how to move the fashion needle forward when it comes to sneakers. So I guess they're basically saying they're at like a standstill of what's the next like big like hype sneaker. Um,
Yeah.
as far as for them anyway. What you need is some rapper to actually think it looks super cool and rap it and put it in a music video. They need some advertisement, is what I'm seeing.
Oh
Um,
yeah, I mean, and what's more advertisement than pretty much a free billboard? Free walking billboard.
yeah,
Because you thinking like they're thinking, oh man, I mean these fly Gucci clothes, all that, when I mean, yeah, but that's not even the real Gucci, you know.
yeah, true, true.
So I mean, yeah, what's it to them to give you, I don't know, let's say a $200, $300 T-shirt, maybe $700, $800 pair of pants, when they got suits where the pants alone are 2,500. You know,
Bro, I almost seen some of them suits like
more
right.
up more.
Yeah, I'm about to say I've seen some Ralph Lauren suits. I thought I was gonna buy one for a certain occasion until I saw like what they was wanting. I'm like,
What
nah,
was it? What purple label, right?
yeah, it was purple label joint. Once I saw it, I'm like, nah, I'm nowhere near that yet.
Yeah.
I'll just
So
stick to my regular.
imagine, I say, so yeah, imagine like Louis and Gucci them with their suits. They're like, yeah, you can have these little $200 shirts with the silly tigers and stuff on the front. You know,
Yeah,
that's for kids.
yeah,
We'll leave the real Gucci to the people who can afford it.
exactly. Divine Photo says back in high school, growing up, I seen more people rock Prada and Gucci shoes. Um,
Yeah, yeah. Everybody was wearing those Prada shoes. They
I
look
do
like
remember
ducks.
that.
They're
Yeah,
wearing those Gucci shoes that had that little bumblebee on the side.
yeah. I remember the Prada joints now. It was one particular model that's sticking out to me that everybody was on. Um, Even I had thought about getting a pair of
What
one.
the? It was like what the Prada ones? Which ones? Which Prada ones?
It's like the little joint. It looked like, honestly, I used to think it was a Reebok.
I don't really think about Prada that much. I don't know.
Yeah, I'll look it up towards the end of the live. Let me put us back on the main screen. I'm gonna see if I can just search it real quick to get the one that I'm thinking of off the top of my head. But it kind of remind me like it would look like a Reebok joint, to be honest, like a knockoff Reebok joint.
Okay.
Give
I
me
mean,
like
don't
a quick second.
technically, if you think about it, don't all designer shoes look like a knockoff of something else?
Basically, somebody getting inspired from somebody is what I'm doing.
Mhm.
What I'm getting, but yeah, yep, these images come right up because you can tell it's like the most popular like model, and it's like $850 right now on Prada if you want to buy the joints. But I'm gonna show them in just a second. Yeah, it look honestly. I think Quavo and
Oh,
like her,
oh, the ones that look like those the Gucci shoes too, right?
yeah, they kind of got that vibe too. But I'm gonna show those.
Ah, yeah, I remember
But I
those.
remember like I think Quavo was talking about he had a pair. Hurricane Chris was the person I remember that
Yeah,
made me want a pair. Yeah.
here's one Prada though.
Oh, what the hell? What was it? I could have
Fila.
sworn
I think his was like Fila or some shit like
they
that.
look like Fila, but I think they were actually a
Here's one
Prada.
Prada.
I'm telling you, I think they was rocking Prada, bro. You don't think
Hurricane Chris, he had a pair.
so? Okay.
Yeah, no, he had a pair that were out, like his name on them.
Oh, his was Fila.
Yeah,
And he did his own version. Yeah, I knew
yeah.
some was like that. Yeah,
That's
I
what
know
I'm
what
saying.
you're talking about.
No, that dude didn't have no Prada shoes. They especially named after him. Nah.
I wish wonder which came first. You know what I mean? Um,
With the history and how things usually work, probably Fila and Prada copy. And what's Fila gonna do to Prada? You know?
Yeah, nothing. I mean, because they're not like they're in the same. They're in a different bracket. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Different audience. It says, looking back at the category roots, luxurious sneakers found a renewed spark in the mid late 2010s amid a fresh wave of creative directors who took to him a major fashion houses and were eager to cook up innovative and never before seen silhouette styles like the Gucci Raython, the Louis Vuitton Archlight, probably messing up all these names, and the Balenciaga Triple S was born during the time and quickly became the most have shoes for many fashion insiders, budding social media stars. I don't know, maybe for like I guess the famous crowd, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Um, it says legendary fashion designers also got in the sneaker game who can remember when Carl Lafitte, I don't know who the hell that is, sent every model in his 2014 Chanel Hoot Culture collection down the runway in sneakers. Okay, so I guess you got to be on the fashion side of things. I'm not a big fashion guy, even though it probably seems I am, but I think streetwear is completely different from like designer wear, even
Yeah.
though
But
they
streetwear
kind
has
of
its own category too. You gotta pretty much be up on that, you know?
yeah, and I feel like people often kind of probably mix the two is probably why we always kind of have an interchangeable like topic and talk about them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um, it says, but fast forward a few seasonal prices increases later. That's another problem that they're probably not really incorporating. That they're not putting in and saying like, hey man, these guys should buy them no matter what we put them at. Um, right now, like me and Dunce was saying, right now, times is just, hey, you making every. I'll put it this way, I'm making every purchase count this year. Is what I'm trying to do.
Oh yeah.
Says coupled with mounting inflation and a lack of newness in the category, and the customers have seemed to move on from the chunky dad shoes that made sneakerheads uh, fond on the pre-pandemic. So you think maybe they were a part of that dad wave, and now maybe the dad wave is just officially over? You know what I mean?
Um, I say they can kind of say that, but people are forgetting when all these type of trends and all this stuff was going on. It was during COVID when the money was there and able to be spent. Don't
Yeah,
disregard that happened. Don't disregard. Like I say, don't think that. Don't. Say why the sales are failing. Say what gave you much success. You know,
yeah, true, true.
at the expense, I mean, yeah, people got that money for their families and stuff, but people weren't using that money for their families. A lot of
Oh
people weren't.
heck no, heck
So I'm saying people going crazy with that money. So yeah, sales were good then. Things were booming. You probably could get those designer shoes on the shelf, but all that came to a screeching halt all at once. So yeah,
oh heck
now,
no.
now things aren't the same.
True. This is
But
true.
they're beating around the bush. And sales aren't what they used to be. Inflation was always around. People just aren't noticing it. They weren't noticing it then like they are now.
True.
Things were going up around the time when COVID was here. You know, but
Yeah.
people didn't notice it because, like I said, they were getting that free money. So whatever, yeah, whatever,
And not
take it.
to mention, I think another thing was that PPP loan. How many people
Mhm. Yeah,
applied
exactly,
for
exactly.
it? Yeah. So
All that all that happening is why we are where we're at with it now, with all the inflation and stuff, because people
yeah,
went crazy with the food and stuff, took everything, you know. So
yeah,
now, and they everything had to get ramped up into production now, and guess what? They're just now catching up to that, getting back to a stable market,
yeah.
like especially like the farmers and stuff.
True. This is true.
So
It all
that's why
comes full circle. It all comes full
exactly
circle.
it'll go back down once everything gets back stable and back to normal. But for now, this is what happens when we have something like that happen, something that nobody's prepared for.
Yeah. I don't think nobody was prepared for that. Um. Says designers have moved on to, at least for now, once the dominant category seen on models during the seasonal catwalk presentation. Many creative directors have ditched sneakers altogether. In recent women's fashion weeks, Mary Jane's and ballad flats have dominated the conversation and have ignited excitement in the segment. As for men's designers, loafers and casual slip-on styles dominated the spring and summer 2024 collections. Um, I
Oh,
ain't going. I don't think
what
I
man?
ever got
What man?
into loafers, huh?
So what man?
Yeah, I about to say yeah.
They didn't ask me.
Nah. I don't even
They
think
didn't ask me. I definitely wouldn't have said
I
no.
don't remember
No
having a pair
slippers
of
or
loafers.
loafers. I definitely wouldn't have said that.
It's a
So
dude at work right now that wear them joints to work every
yeah,
day.
they didn't ask me. So don't say the men's choice of wear is because
Hey,
I didn't agree to that.
if you saw this dude that I'm talking about that's in the loafers that wear them joints every day,
Yeah,
when you saw him, you go and I hate the stereotype, like you wouldn't be surprised he wearing them.
I
That's all
got
I'm
you.
gonna say.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know what you
yeah, I'm
mean.
gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna leave it at that. It says the movement away from sneakers was reinforced during the Millennium Fashion Week men's this month when labels like Gucci and Prada, which once relied heavily on sneakers, did not show the silhouette at all in their fall 2024 presentation. So I guess they're like, okay, cool, it's dying for us. We're not gonna focus on them.
I mean, and they have the funds and the and the business marketing to to do something like that and to get rid of it like it never happened.
This is true.
You know?
Yeah, this is true. I'm gonna touch the chat and then we're gonna transition to the Reebok joint to close out for like the last 15 minutes. Because I do want to talk at one point, Reebok was considered the Nike killer. I found that article. It says how the brand lost its number one spot. I'm very curious. But we kind of lived it, so I think we kind of can make our best educated guess before even going through the article. Um, but I can see how they at one point were that number one brand. You know, they had some big names over there. You know, Allen Iverson at the peak of his career, he was doing his thing. You know,
Uh, they had Shaq.
yeah. And I think now, you know, Allen Iverson, I think he's the second guy in command, and Shaq is over him
Hmm.
over the company now. Last time we did a live on that. Um, Let me read the chat real quick. It says, let's see. Manny with a kick says, I wanted those Prada shoes too, but never caught though. I never caught, but I ain't gonna lie, they did cross my mind like a long time ago. I'm like, but then I was like, man, you ain't finna come on, bro. Let's see. Bernice Latrice says it looked like a bowling shoe. Um,
For real though, for real. I agree. I agree, Bernice.
Let's see. Manu the Kick says he was CACA or his word cough cough. I'm assuming is what he meant. Like, okay, so he had the Feli joints, but it looked like the Prada joints. I don't know which one came first. Divine Photo says facts at Bernice Latrice says they were trying to bring those back and it didn't go so well. These new generations don't care about that. So there you
Yeah.
go. They don't care. They was trying to bring them back, but you know they don't care about this generation now. As far you say, man, you know the history about these? No, but I want these. You know they don't care. You know, like
No, but I know they're going for this much.
exactly. The Slayer says I would rather go bowling.
Or to church. Or I wear them like to church or something. Or like to like a little function,
Oh
something like
god,
that.
I don't even think I would have wear them to a function, dog.
Well, I'm saying, it's got to be something like serious, like because I want to be
Yeah.
taken serious in those, you know,
Oh yeah.
like like that's some serious, like church or a wedding or some. You don't just wear them to go party in. There's no everyday wear. That's that patent leather, man.
It's a different ball game.
Yeah, look at that nylon. I'm sure that nylon is not the best either. You
Oh
get
hell
one
no.
ketchup, one drop of ketchup on them,
Them joints
it's
does
over.
not even look comfortable, bro.
They look flat.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm flat
Yeah,
footed.
you
That ain't
think
a shit.
somebody gonna pay you 750, 800 for those?
No, I'm good, bro. But people did. Let's
Yeah.
see. Let's see. Man of the Kick says, I make my own fashion wave, no time to see what in style for the moment. I'm kind of like that too, but I do glance to see what's out there. You know what I mean? Because some gonna catch your eye no matter what, even if you need inspiration sometimes. The Vine photo says the dad shoe trend is not dead, especially with people buying New Balance and Asics. Um, Speaking of that wave, I read somewhere that it only took Gay 48 hours to create the Wave Runner, like to design the whole thing. It only took him 2 days. Um,
Well, I can imagine what that shoe looked like of 2 days, and like we're just gonna, touch it up a bit here, and still, I'm sure what he drew and what they came up with probably are two different things.
it gotta be in the ballpark though, because
Yeah, yeah, in the ballpark, yeah, but I'm sure they, like I say, they probably like we're just gonna touch it up here and right there. It's still gonna be what you design because yeah, they say, but we're just
yeah,
gonna change a few things.
yeah, I can see that. I can see that. Let's see. Manny with the Kick says Reebok fumbled the ball and never stepping down from the tops. Says and never stepping down from the top spot. Okay, so let's read through this real quick while we got it up on the screen. Where did they go wrong in my thing? Could it just be like artists? It doesn't have the longevity compared to, and to be honest, to be fair, we got Nike owes majority, if not all, of their success to Jordan, man.
Well,
I'm gonna just say it.
I can tell you what night where Reebok went wrong.
Where is that?
Well, for one, they invested all this money into these people where the shoes didn't sell a quarter of what they put into these people. The promotion, just giving them the money for being on Reebok,
Yeah.
so they put a lot of money into the artists, into these people, but didn't ever really see the profit, so they can't really continue to take that much of a loss.
Oh
So
yeah.
that's why we don't see that no more. We don't see the celebrity endorsements. We don't see celebrities with shoes from Reebok anymore because I think that was in the 90s, 2000s where it was expensive. Think about now trying to do that. You're not gonna get no celebrity, especially a top celebrity, for less than $1 million endorsement. I'm sure. You know.
People at 100. We don't got many music artists out there putting out like so. We got J. Cole doing his thing with what Puma. Um,
hmm
but
But I say they gotta know that you're very worth that investment at this point. You
yeah,
know.
I know Kendrick had issue with Nike.
Well,
He had,
yeah, and yeah, that's why he was with Nike. But like I said, how expensive was it to get Kendrick? And like I say, did the shoes really sell that well? That's why he doesn't have more.
yeah. I'm surprised they're hanging on to Drake still.
Who, me?
No, Drake like Nike. I'm surprised they're still hanging.
Oh, well, I mean, just off his name alone, Nike's gonna, they're gonna, his stuff's gonna sell. Even though these lover boys are just on Nike, you can go get them at any day of the week. They even said I've even seen restocks.
Yeah,
So but I think that's their thing. That's their push on that one. That's just gonna be like a thing now. I don't think they're gonna stop making those.
yeah, that's true.
It's gonna be a part of like the Air Force One lineup at this point. Because
Cool.
you know maybe until Drake not that hot anymore. But I
Yeah,
mean,
he's
his
been
name
calling
is
the
gonna
title.
sell
Yeah,
regardless. His name is gonna sell regardless. That's how they're not gonna pull his stuff.
yeah.
And plus they probably more invested in him than anybody. You know, next to Jordan, he's probably their biggest investment.
Yeah, Travis.
I mean, Travis will obviously be third. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah,
but I mean, even though Travis sees more sales with his merch and the shoes, Drake is still the bigger money maker. You know?
musically, I could say,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, of course, musically, yeah. And
Um,
they don't care about what you're gonna. I mean, yeah, Travis sells for them, but still, he's not gonna bring in the money that Drake's gonna bring into them.
yeah, I can see that. Let me read through this article real quick, and then we're gonna wrap things up at the 10-minute mark. It says, in the '80s, Reebok was the top sport brand for a time. Now it's a dwarfed it by Nike and Adidas. we take a look at the history of the brand, though through a lens people who were there. So I guess that's basically what it is, what it boils down to. And I'm not gonna read the whole joint, but we're gonna kind of skim it real quick. It says when Joy Forster found Reebok and his brother in 1958, smaller running company were moderately sized ambitions tackled athletics market and break it into the U.S. So I honestly I don't know what I remember. Another thing too I remember about Reebok too is when we used to do the Reebok Classic joints.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And let's see, Reebok had overtaken Nike as the number one athletic brand in the mid 80s in 1989. But that's when Nike was actually, I'm gonna fix it. But that's when honestly, because Jordan stuff started coming out like 88, 87 ish. So I mean, it just had he was taking off. You know what I mean? It just took it just took a minute, to surpass the brands. But I already saw at the growth that they were doing, at the stuff that we've covered about Nike, they had to know it was limited whenever Jordan stuff started taking off.
Fun fact. This is probably going to show our age and probably a couple people in here's age too. But do you remember? And I know this isn't the Mandela effect, but do you remember when Reeboks used to actually come in the England box, like with the flag on it, with the England
Oh
flag
heck
on
yeah, I remember that
it? Okay,
joint.
okay. I'm just making sure
Oh
I'm not
yeah,
crazy. Okay, just making
joint,
sure.
the blue
Yeah,
joint with the yeah.
yeah. Okay, I'm just making sure because that is one of those things where they'll try to say, "Oh, that never happened," you
Hey,
know.
to keep it 100, I thought they still can't.
Nah, nah, they don't now. They don't now. But like I said, I was just making sure for me, like I said, because I was like, I remember that being a thing, and so okay, you can confirm that. So cool. I know I'm not tripping.
Heck no, heck no.
Okay, so
Manny says the valid lustrous smashing right now with the smokes. Okay. Fun fact, I do want to bring up this article guy, and I do want to talk the comparisons of the what the net worth was back then of these two companies comparable to what it is today. I do want to cover that. So,
oh
um,
God,
right, I had you can't help but think about it as
it's
you
gonna be embarrassing.
Hey, chill. Not really. I don't think so, but we'll see. Says Reebok overtaking Nike, the number one athletic brand in the mid '80s, was still making more than the sportswear giant annually with 1.82 billion in sales compared to Nike's 1.71 billion. Says it was wildly success story and saw Reebok sales spike from 12.8 million in 1983 to 310 million in 1985 and well over to 1 billion in 1987. Therefore, this is my thing.
Yeah,
This is
Reeboks were everywhere in the '80s. If you think about
yeah.
it,
This is way before like Jordan had he was just starting to, he ain't
yeah,
had nowhere to go
yeah.
but up. Um, but this was
That's
back
why
in
you
the
saw a lot of Reeboks in the '80s movies and shit.
Yeah, this is true. Now fast forward, I did a quick little Google search of what Reebok is supposedly worth right now and what Nike is worth right now. And so Reebok, keep in mind they were like 1.2 some billion. They're worth now anywhere from 2.4 to 3.8 billion, right? Rough estimate here, allegedly, nobody knows the exact number. So we'll say on the high end, 3.8 billion is what Reebok is still worth. That's still good in my eyes. You know what I'm saying?
So in 1980, what you said,
Eight-
84, 5,
80, 80, 85 and up.
worth 1.9 billion.
Yeah.
So what? Over 20 something years later, they're only worth 2.2 billion.
2.4, anywhere from 2.4 to 3 billion, basically.
So I mean, over 20 years,
They made another Billy.
but yeah, but for being a big brand like this, that's kind of like low numbers. To only increase another billion,
Hey,
where we already know Nike. I don't even want to really hit Nike's because
you
I already
got
know.
to, you got
So
to.
going
How
to
did you know?
the
You already knew what I was fixing to say, didn't you?
what's
You
Nike?
saw how I was
What's
like,
Nike worth?
I was literally about to say, so are you ready for Nike's numbers?
What's Nike worth? Yeah, 'cause
All right. So this is just a rough estimate as well. Remember, Nike was worth 1.71 billion you know, while Reebok was worth, a little bit like an extra billion, Um, Now Nike's net worth, and this is all alleged, 159.89 billion. So 159 point,
billion
yeah,
compared to
billion.
Nike, compared to Reebok's 2 billion.
We'll say we'll give them 3 billion. They still technically, like, Nike's in the triple digits of the billions. Well, actually, actually 4 or 5 digits. They're 5 digits versus, like, Reebok is still in three. Still good. Everybody's still living comfortably, but Nike them living a little bit more comfortably if we're gonna compare it to that. You know,
Well, yeah, and you gotta think. Like I say, Nike also just knew how to pick the athletes. I mean, Shaq and Iverson were both good in their respective fields of what they did, but still, they're no LeBron, they're no Kobe, they're no Jordan, they're no Derek Jeter. They're no who else is on Reebok? All these guys. I mean, on Nike, and say all these top athletes that they got.
John
Because they
Morant
have
kind of holding his
John
weight.
John Morant,
Kobe,
the soccer player. I forget the soccer player that's on there. That's on Nike.
Kobe.
Yeah, yeah, all these guys. Yeah, I named them all, but like I say, yeah, they got the money to spend to get on these big athletes. Like I say, back in the day, Reebok was probably getting Iverson and Shaq probably gave them maybe a $20,000 contract.
Do you think that the way that I'm gonna still give the success to Mike, man, Michael Jordan? I'm talking
Well,
about.
yeah, Mike started it off for sure, and
But this
he's
is
the
my
one who
thing. He influenced those guys to want to come over there.
he influenced Nike to open up those doors to these athletes like that.
Yeah,
Like
but a lot of
if it
people
wasn't
also
for
like
him, they wouldn't have the money to give to spend getting these athletes.
that's a fact. That's a fact. I agree. We don't know for sure, but I agree with Dunks. I ain't gonna say it's a fact because we don't know shit because we don't
Let's
do.
just say this: in the '80s, let's say from when Jordan joined Nike, let's say in '84, '85 ish. Um, from then up until let's just take from '84 to '90. Let's just take that a small amount of time, those 6 years. Guarantee you, Jordan alone brought them probably 50 million. You
Oh
know.
hell, man. Easily,
Hmm.
easily. And now Reebok has a nerve to take shots at Nike in this coming year and heats up old rivalry. I'm pretty sure at this point, Nike just probably entertains it just for fun now. You know what I mean? For shits and giggles, as they like to call it, right? Um, I ain't gonna read through this whole article because we're coming up on the 30-minute mark, but apparently there was an ad where I guess Reebok took shots at Nike. I may play this joint, maybe just bro. Nobody won't want these joints. I know you're probably not watching the live dunks, but
Yeah, I'll watch it. I'll find it and watch it.
the joint looks nobody. This got to be a gimmick shoe, and I'm gonna just. Oh hell no! Oh, I get what they're doing. I see what they're doing. They're making fun of Nike's Air technology system, and like the ad is blowing up their shoe with like a whole bunch of air and making like it's like that's what I'm getting from it anyway.
Yeah.
Um, so they're literally poking. I see how they can poke. Oh wow, they trying to pretty much. They said the person's gonna be if you put all that on there. They're saying the person's gonna want to be walking in some cylinder bricks, basically. So I guess they're saying if Nike keeps upgrading the technology, that's what it's no longer going to be like a light shoe. So I get it. You know what I'm saying? But why though? You know what I'm saying? I guess they're trying to overly sell whatever product they got.
Who knows?
They're going to show them something different. So we know how the games go. But I mean, is Reebok really in the place to be taking shots at Nike?
Nah, not by a long shot.
Like, bro, let it
You,
go.
you guys can't. You guys can't even take them to court. You guys only got enough money to take them to court.
Yeah, like as
A
many
case like
lawsuits
that,
as Nike
a case
has.
like that will be well over $1 billion.
Oh, easily, easily. Like Nike, but see, Nike not gonna mess with them because I mean, it's like all you can tell it is competition friendly, and Nike at this point sitting company, it's not worth the lawsuit. It's kind of
Mhm.
one of those because remember Nike do got lawsuits against what Skechers, New Balance, and another I forgot the other company, but remember they sued them because of the technology. So I mean, they know Reebok got enough respect where they won't do that.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm very curious, but I mean, it's nothing wrong with a little friendly competition. And to be honest, Reebok and Adidas probably ever since the whole Ye situation, they probably on the same playing field almost now, you know?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, at that point,
Leverage wise,
yeah, leverage. You know, I don't know. Maybe one got a few more dollars than the other. Let
mhm.
me read through the chat, and then we're going to talk upcoming releases and wrap things up here for tonight, which everybody already knows. The bread fours, the bread fours. I know the bread fours. Um, let's see. Manny with a kick says, "Smack no rap battle though." Bing bong. Okay. Um, any other thing that you're looking up forward to other than the bread fours and the military blue fours? Or
Yeah.
what did I say? The bread fours and the military blue fours.
Um, I mean, those are obviously my big purchases that I want to make sure that I get. um, well, let's say these ivory or craft threes. Like I say, despite how you may feel about them, I want to try my hand at them. And let's just, for right now, I'm just gonna say that because I don't know what we got. We're only in January.
Do we
So
have any rumors to have any up like major collabs to anticipate this year, or we don't? We haven't had
I
that.
haven't seen any, man. Honestly,
That's my thing. Usually we have like we got this collab coming this year, but I say we'll probably be hearing that talk around April
yeah.
ish.
Hmm.
April ish, we'll be hearing what the next super big collab is. And to be honest, I'm very curious what it's going to be because you got to keep in mind, you would think, okay, cool, we finally going to get the on my year fours, but keep in mind, on my year, got the federal trouble stuff kind of pending too. Nike's
Hmm.
got to tread lightly with that. Um, I'm a, and to quote Diddy and what he said to Dylon when he came back and let him back in the group, and he was like, "Yo, you're damn near whack right now." That's how I feel about no disrespect, they done the thing, but Union LA collabs, I the twos was not it. The Union dunks we forgot about. Um, so the Union twos was not it, even though I have a pair of the Union twos. So I don't know if we're really talking. Is I'm not saying we're not gonna look, but are we really checking for another Union collab? You know,
I mean, can you really say collabs are dead?
Travis's. I've been hearing people are tired of Travis's too because think about this.
I mean, collabs in general.
Yeah, but you also, I'm glad you brought that up because we're not talking Travis's anymore, and a lot of people have been like, we've been mumbling, but it's nowhere near on the level of like a lot of people. Hey, man, I kind of want to see something different now. You know what I mean? Like that's my thing. They don't.
Yeah,
I
I,
think.
I think that these canary yellows are like the just the nail in the coffin, honestly, for a lot of people, especially me. Being a fan like that, and
Yeah,
knowing what he's capable of. And like you say that you're gonna be putting things out like the reverse olives.
yeah.
Like you're gonna put those out, but then you put out these canaries, something like that. And it's like
Keep in mind, he got his own shoe that we're
you
anticipating.
already got, yeah, no, he's got technically two style of shoes that he's supposed to be putting out.
Yeah. I'm very curious, but
The cut the
see,
checks, and then there's another one that he's supposed to be putting out too.
I think Nike's they're paying attention to our reactions, whether they want to admit it or not. In my opinion, allegedly, because my thing is they're not received well, and they know that, and that could just be like a go back to the drawing board. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Because ain't what's this my thing for it to be his first shoe by himself, like it's on Nike, but it's not an actual like silhouette. It's something new. You got to hit a home run, and Nike's not trying to. You know what I'm saying? They're not trying to do that.
See how they've done it? They did it backwards, and I get it the way they did it to build up that success to where the stuff just sells itself. But they should have done was give him his own silhouette first. If that flopped, then put him on the ones to bring that sales up. To get at least get the money back that you guys lost. Then cut ties. But now how you guys have done it is like you guys climbed the mountain and now you're just gonna crash and burn.
Yeah. Let me hit the rest of the chat and then we'll wrap things up here for tonight. Let's see. Manu the Kick says Nike Romero 5 on every pair. The Reebok release in 2024. I ain't going to mention the J's or SB Dunks. Oh, so you're saying like Nike's basically their Romero 5s, like they're
Romero like their bread and butter right now. Yeah,
yeah.
the
So
Romero's like yeah.
yeah. I can
But they
see
restock them every god dang day.
that.
Jeez. No, do you like? Because I have the Soul Retriever app, so I get like all the alerts and everything. And bro, every day I'm seeing Vomeros getting restocked. I'm seeing like Dunks and everything get restocked. It's just like sometimes I'm like, dude, I'm gonna turn these notifications off.
I'm gonna
You should
download
check
that.
it out. Yeah, you should check it out.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna download. Appreciate
I mean, it's
that.
a bit pricey because it's like 14. It's like 15 a month for like
Whoa.
they have a smaller one, but
Oh,
this one it gives you like instant cart and all that type stuff.
okay. I didn't know that shit was. I ain't know. I thought it was just. I was about
Nah,
to just go in. Hey, I'm downloading for free. Hell no.
and
Damn.
I'm giving you a disclosure and anybody that disclosure before they go to download it. Yeah, you are at some point gonna have to pay for that subscription, and one gives
Sheesh.
you better benefits than the other. So, just to anybody who doesn't have it, and was thinking about getting it, there's a disclosure. And if you do have it, what do you guys think about
Thank you for the heads up. Let's see.
it?
Hey, Divine
That
photo.
one,
Nah,
huh?
I ain't gonna lie. I would have tried to download the
You were
Jordan.
talking, you like, yeah, man, I'm gonna give it a try. Like, oh yeah, it's 15. Whoa!
Yeah, I swear to God, I would text you like "fuck you," like "oh God," like what you talking about? You know what I'm talking about. You didn't tell me this part. I thought you
Yeah,
knew.
nah,
I just
give
could
it
see
a
how that
disclosure, right?
conversation
Yeah,
goes.
yeah, exactly. Anybody that gets it, they get slapped with, because they give you a trial. They give you a trial, honestly. Then, obviously give you the decision and make up your mind if you want to keep it or not.
Wow. The mind photo says collabs are lazy.
Hmm.
People are tired of Travis, but they still gonna buy those canary yellows. Um, let's see. I ain't gonna lie, them canary yellows not looking bad though.
Really? Over the Phantoms?
Honestly, you and Manny been making me wish I would have
That's what
tried
I'm
for the
saying, bro.
Phantom.
Go on, man. Go on.
They're growing. They're growing on me. They're growing on me. Let's see.
Woo, okay, yo.
Hey,
Oh,
man, it happens. It happens. Hey,
Is Polo gonna join Team Blackout?
hey, chill. Hey, wow. I didn't even know y'all had a team.
No,
Okay.
I'm just because the Phantoms, that's all.
Let's see. Divine Photo says, can't Travis focus on a Jordan 4? Um, I would like to see another Travis Jordan 4 better quality. The blue joints was nice, but I would like to see him run it back. Or at least finally get one of those friends and family pairs that's been friend and family pair for so long and just finally drop a pair for the public. Pick one.
Mm-hmm,
Because there's two different like friends and family pairs. You know what I mean?
mm-hmm.
Manu the Kick says Romero 5's comfy as F.
I
Um,
was thinking about getting some, honestly, Manny. I really was.
he says, I'm just waiting for the right colorway. Okay.
Me too. Me too. Well, they got like a triple black pair. Might check those out.
Okay. I may have to look into them too.
I mean, for sure, try them at least for workout purposes, if anything.
I'm about to say, yeah, I'll probably get them gym purposes. That'll probably be my next little gym pickup. But other than that, let's wrap things up for tonight, man. We've been on this joint for an hour and 40 minutes. Appreciate everybody for coming through and showing love. Y'all smash the like button. Sub up to the channel if you're new, and if you haven't done so already, of course, y'all know my name is Jeremy Jones, and what I do is make content about sneakers, occasional try on hauls, Music Monday, but this is sold out. We will be back live again with another sold out live, another sold out podcast on Saturday. So y'all smash the like button, sub up, sign up for that sold out Discord. The link is pinned at the top of the chat, and it is free to sign up. Other than that, man, I think that's pretty much wrap things up for me tonight, and I'm gonna let Dunks take us out for the night.
Thanks everybody for joining us. This was a great one. All we can do really now is just gear up for these these reimagined fours, the brother fours, whatever you want to call them. And just as if you put your work in, you'll be able to get them. But besides that, like Paulo said, we'll be back Saturday, and we'll see you guys then.
All right, man, and we are officially out this thing, man. Peace.
Peace.
I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. Would you wanna come through for me, girl? If you slide, tell me now what you do for me, girl. Been alone for some time, so it's new for me, girl. But I wanna take a chance on you truthfully, girl. Girl, I'll be a man, I know you need that. Where your old piece, you need to leave that. Got you on my lock, I need to keep that. Yeah, I mean that. Oh, you see that? I've been trying to hold back, gotta practice self-control. Every time I call you, girl, I always get that tone. I just need to see you, girl, I'm tired of that phone. Just say when you alone, on my way, I'm going gone, yeah. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through.
It's been a long day, you should roll up. Now it's you every time my phone buzz. Need you around, I've been so alone. Shit be hard when I'm on the road. All this Louis luggage made me wet the grill. I don't really wanna touch it unless it's mine for real. I put all them diamonds on her like a chandelier. She gon' get a double murder if the looks could kill. These feelings are familiar, swear she look familiar. Swear to God I need her, swear to God I need love. I've been in and out of lust, I've been in and out of touch. I've been in and out of love, yeah.
I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through.
Hi, I just wanted to let you know that I miss you and I love you. I feel like I haven't heard from you in a while. I know this music is hard, but I know you're also doing an incredible job. I'm just worried that it might take a lot out of you, and
I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. if you slide, tell me now what you do for me, girl. Been alone for some time, so it's new for me, girl. But I wanna take a chance on you truthfully, girl. Girl, I'll be a man, I know you need that. Where your old piece, you need to leave that. Got you on my lock, I need to keep that. Yeah, I mean that. Oh, you see that? I've been trying to hold back, gotta practice self-control. Every time I call you, girl, I always get that tone. I just need to see you, girl, I'm tired of that phone. Just say when you alone, on my way, I'm going gone, yeah. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. I just told my shawty better come